You just put the gain down and up. The way that Leaves Eyes music is always constructed is that it gives you the visual, it gives you a totally different world from where we live. And you can dive into something very delicate and very harsh. I really like the shows that they have this motion of energy. And I hope people will feel this, join us, celebrate with us the new EP, and we can't wait to see all of you.
So we're here with Elina Siirala from Leaves Eyes, the frontwoman for this amazing epic band. Welcome to join for this interview, Elina. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Nice to see you. So, Elina, I'm going to jump straight to the point, right? So, you got this new song coming out, right? Called Song of Darkness. So, this song draws from the medieval Icelandic saga of Gisli the Outlaw. You know, it's murder, intrigue, guilt-ridden dreams, and the hope for redemption. So, that's heavy material. What drew you to this particular story, and how do you approach bringing something that dark to life vocally?
Well, the stories, sagas are usually kind of, let's say, picked by Alex. So he comes up with really great topics to cover. And that was no exception this time. Indeed, it's a great story of murder, revenge, and I don't know if you've seen the music video, but it all comes together visually also really nicely there.
I have. Yeah, I have.
And vocally, it was also for me, it really, I have to kind of use my voice range-wise and tone-wise also pretty much to the extreme. So it's really challenge and also great for me because I love doing this. So it has a lot of darkness to it, but also this very light part. So it's an extreme contrast, I would say, also musically, vocally for me.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So you describe the song like it's basically a play with contrast, right? Combining like the mysterious and the dark and with light and angelic. Somehow you also said. So I read somewhere that you said as well.
Yeah.
So when you're in the studio, so how do you balance those extremes? Like, is it something like instinctive for you, or do you and Alex kind of map it out pretty carefully?
You just put the gain down and up. No, I'm kidding. But I mean,
so it doesn't clip.
Yeah, sometimes it's challenging. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it is also an essential part of the band because you want to have that contrast also between Alex's vocal and my vocal. And since this song doesn't have Alex, it's also important to bring this, that it's not just, the same. And I love doing that also because I found like new sides to my voice. I constantly work on myself. I try to, of course, develop as a vocalist. And it's cool to be able to use my voice a bit differently. And I can bring it, like the verse sounds totally different to the chorus. And that's great. And in the studio, of course, demo phase, you work out the ranges, very kind of technical stuff. And then you start bringing, okay, how can I bring it out the way it needs to be for this song and for this lyric and for this range and everything. So yeah, it's a process for sure.
Yeah, could you say that it's kind of like quite demanding, that specific song, for example, in terms of like vocalist speaking?
It is. I mean, it's pretty high, and then it's pretty low. So it is definitely, and it's also at the same time, the high parts are not the ones that you would like, let's say, push out. It's not like a battle song. So it's kind of has this ethereal quality to it. So you have to, when you have this emotion to go to the chorus, you kind of have to hold back a little bit also vocally. So to balance this is sometimes not so easy when you have also the guitars and drums behind you. So yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty epic song in the video. We will talk about the video in a second. So the video came out like a month ago, like late January, and the EP, it's about to drop very soon on the 6th of March. So the response so far, like what's been the vibe from the fans? So what such a feedback have you received from the fans?
I think people really like the track. It's a little bit different. It's not, let's say this, it's not a battle song, and it's not like super heavy song, I would say. It plays with slightly different kind of spectrum, I would say. And it's cool to do other kind of stuff also. I really like it. So, you don't always do the same thing over and over again. And then we, of course, have other kind of songs on the EP as well. So then the balance is really cool. And also playing live, this song, it's been really well received. I like, it's kind of like this, at the same time, a bit calming moment in the set. And it also has this tension that I really like to bring it on stage. It's not the one where people necessarily go, but it has a different kind of tension.
So I can imagine that basically during the song, unfortunately, I have not have the pleasure to see you guys live. Hopefully it will happen soon, fingers crossed. But I imagine that in being that song as deep as it is, and the story so good as it is, I imagine that while you perform that song, and among other songs, of course, but you take everybody that is there watching you take them through a journey, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it. As often I'm in the role of the storyteller in the song, so it's not so often that I'm speaking from in how do you say, in first person. So it's like I'm telling the story, and then you can also bring that. I really like the intensity of in the verse contrasting kind of into the chorus in this song particularly.
It's an amazing song. So, talking about storytelling, so you've been with Leaves Eye since 2016, so it's almost a decade now. We're in 2026, so you should be at some point this year, you'll be 10 years in the band. So, how's your approach to storytelling being through music evolved in this time? Is like, are you like more fearless with the material, or does it still feel like a challenge, to step into these epic narratives basically?
For me, developing myself as a singer and vocalist, becoming more and more versatile and everything gives me more and more confidence also, because then you can also use the voice more to bring out the colors and different ways of telling the story. In terms of telling the story, I mean, I come from the classical background, so I'm used to singing operas and acting on stage. So this is not really like so unfamiliar for me. I'm used to kind of being in a role, in this sense. But of course, the more confident you feel and more things you can do, the better it is. So yeah, of course, it's been in every way getting better and better for me personally, for sure. Yeah,
well, practice make the master, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the correct way of saying it, but you get what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So the EP is described as a cinematic in scale yet personal in emotion. So that's a kind of tricky balance, right? So what's the most personal moment of the song on Song of Darkness for you, either lyrically or vocally?
You mean the whole EP now? Or
yeah, the whole thing.
Well, I mean, it's, let's say the ballad, Roots Eternal, is musically and lyrically also originally from me. So I wrote the music, and then we worked on the lyrics to make it fit into the, let's say, world of Leaves Eyes, and we made it about this sacred tree, which I really, really love. I love the image of the roots spreading around the world and connecting everything and, symbolizing the cosmos. And of course, in this way, I feel maybe a little bit more connected to this song, because also musically, then it was really cool to bring it to life and see the final product of it. But singing wise, I think connected. I mean, the latest song I recorded was Song of Darkness, and now we're playing it live also, and I connect to the songs in different ways, I would say. It's a different feeling if you wrote, let's say, the melody yourself, of course, but then in Song of Darkness, like I said, I really enjoy how I'm able to use my voice in this song, and it brings a little different flavor out. So, difficult question, I would say.
No. It's because I know that some people, yeah, as you said, you wrote the lyrics, and obviously when you write it, it's because it's something that is coming from you, from your heart, or for whatever you're feeling at the moment of writing the song. So putting it out there, it might be something that makes you, fulfills you, like as a vocalist, as a singer, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we did work on the lyrics together with Alex, but originally, yes. It's always comes from some certain place, like Midst of Fate, of course. Also, In Eternity I wrote it to Alex's mom who passed away. So, of course, it's like special connection also with the lyrics. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, you can't take that way. But it doesn't mean that I don't connect with the other songs. So it's just a different way.
No, of course. So, you also, guys, not only musically you are very good and impressive, but also visually. So Leaves Eyes are known, for going all in with the Viking area props and handcrafted costumes, and working with, reenactment groups and this kind of stuff. So how important is the visuals and historical authenticity for the music itself? Does it change how you perform when you are like literally surrounded by the world you are singing about?
Yes, I mean, it is important. It's of course, there's always room for a bit of fantasy in the music and everything. But the people we work with and everything, like you said, they're very authentic with everything. And it's really honor to be able to be part of this world, and also, for example, filming music videos in these surroundings with where everything is kind of built to resemble the original stuff, and it's really, really cool. And I think it's essential part of Leaves Eyes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I saw the video, and I was not only because the music stopped for me, but then when I got like hypnotized by the video itself. I was like watching, I was like, this is beautiful. It's like every single detail, and then you go on your website as well. It's like all beautiful, like fantasy style Viking. It's like beautiful, the colors, everything. So I can tell that you invest like a lot of energy maybe in creating all that.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Alex is really a mastermind with this also. He directs, he films, he cuts, he does everything.
Wow.
And you can see how much he pays attention to all the details. And especially with this video, how visually striking all this contrast with the two ladies, also the dark one and the light one, those creatures in the forest, how the lighting, you have no idea how long it takes to get it right in the rainy, cold forest. And then you have to get it exactly right. And then it looks amazing. It does. Yeah.
It is absolutely beautiful. Like it's like visually speaking is beautiful, and musically speaking as well. Like for me, it's like top 10 out of 10. It's nice. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Like it.
I do, honestly. So now with this, after the 6th of March, you will be hidden out in a tour in Europe and the UK with Catalyst Crime, and I think recently you announced a couple of dates in Japan as well. So what's the energy like bringing these new songs? I mean, I know you've been playing a couple of them already,
yeah.
But bringing all these new songs to the stage for the first time, let's say, especially compared to the classic that fans already know and love. Yeah,
I mean, it's always exciting. It's a little bit, it has this special excitement, a bit of nervousness to play a song for the very first time. It's always like this, but it's great because then you also, at the same time, don't know how the crowd is going to react and how, it's both exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking. So, but with the Song of Darkness, we played in a Latin American tour already, and it was really great. And now we're bringing another song for sure live in Europe, and I think it's going to be great. Yeah, I can't wait.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the names of the song. Are they out yet? Can I say it?
That's a question, actually. I don't know also. Oh my God.
Because there are like 4 songs.
I'm sure we can talk about topics I already did. So yeah.
Okay, so let's say so the EP has 4 songs, right? Song of Darkness, Hall of the Brave, Until the Last Day, and Roots Eternal. So without spoiling too much, okay? Yeah. Is there one track that surprised you during the recording process, like that one that turned out differently than you expected, or surprised you in any other way?
I mean, if I have to pick, it probably would be Song of Darkness, I have to say, because that was the most recent one that I recorded. And like it's a kind of cool thing because this song started in a very traditional way of me and Alex sitting in a studio room, just sitting there playing around. So it was like from zero. And we came up with some chords, and Alex went out and I was playing, and I recorded on my phone just the first line of the chorus just came in my mind. And then I played it to him and he was like, yeah, cool. And then we started working on the chorus and then everything around it, and it just snowballed. So also the process was kind of like cool. I don't know, not so often that you really get to do that, like just to sit there and, hey, let's write a song. And so the way it really then turned out maybe was a little bit surprising for me.
It's cool because it sounds like this song came out like all spontaneously, right? Like it just came something and then, okay, let's record it. And then it kind of evolved from there, right?
Yeah. And he even kept my line every time I dream. So it was like what I sang, just something, and then he kept it, and it was really, it fit the song, actually, the topic that I'm there.
That's cool. It sounds like like a very cool story.
Yeah.
Right. So Alexander, he called it like a tragic love story, but not happy ending. That's more or less what he said. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he said.
That would be Until the Last Day. That's a tragic love story for sure.
Yeah.
If you're talking about this song now. Song of Darkness is more about the grisly story, the saga of revenge and murder. So, but all dramatic topics. Yeah, it's perfectly always fits our music. So he comes up with great stuff to write about.
And you as because it's kind of complicated. It's like you got like a lot of emotions included in that. In those songs, in those topics, right? So as someone who has to deliver that emotion, like concert, night after night or concert after concert, right? How do you keep it fresh? Do you kind of tap into something specific, or does the story carry your thoughts, basically?
I think it really is the music that does it for me, because it's every time, like even years after years, I sing, let's say, some classical piece and I still get goosebumps, like just from the music. It's just something about it that it kind of takes you with it. And that's it. I don't really need to like artificially try and dig it from somewhere. It's just also the energy of live performance when you see the people, and it's the energy that goes between the crowd and the band. So it's everything together. Yeah, of course, some nights it lights more than others, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not like every time you're in this flow. But yeah, it is the music ultimately for me.
Yeah. So how to bring this question up. So I read somewhere that you said that there is a feeling of hopefulness in the midst of the dark story. So in a world that feels pretty heavy right now, like with absolutely everything that is going on everywhere.
Yes.
Right. So, what do you hope people take away from Song of Darkness, like musically, emotionally, or otherwise?
I recently had a question, kind of similar question about this, how people all over the world in very surprising places can suddenly listen to your music. And I find it always incredible. And sometimes you get these messages from someone how a certain song maybe touched them. And I don't ever really want to tell people how they should take the song. I want them to feel it how they feel it and interpret. I never can say that word.
Interpret. I don't know. Okay. English is not our language. We're doing our best.
Well, anyway,
Right.
this word, how they want to perceive it and understand it, so they can, connect with it the way they want. And you're absolutely right. You can always translate all these ancient sagas into today's world and what's happening maybe in your own life or in the world. And sometimes it's in a sad way, sometimes in an inspiring way, sometimes it helps. And that's the force of music. It's incredible, really. Like, it gives you goosebumps, it makes you laugh, it makes you cry. That's something that we shouldn't underestimate.
Exactly. It's the power of music, as you said, literally.
Yeah.
That. So, Elina, before I let you go, right, for someone that has never seen your show, or for someone that has already seen the band live, so now in this upcoming tour with this new material out, what can they expect? So basically, give me the pitch, sell it.
Okay, time starts now.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, like with Leaves Eyes, actually, well, for me personally, music is always in the center. So music has to speak, and the way that Leaves Eyes music is always constructed is that it gives you the visual, it gives you the world of totally different world from where we live, and you can dive into something both visually and musically and experience extremes, very delicate and very harsh things, all these epic topics, epic music, and also very gentle stuff. I really like the shows that they have. Yes, that it's not only this or only that, but it has the motion of energy, like I mentioned. And I hope people will feel this, join us, celebrate with us the new EP, and we can't wait to see all of you.
So I'm really looking forward, honestly, to see you live at some point, and based on what I've seen on YouTube and videos, is a show that is really worth it. So anyone who is not seen you yet, I will recommend it to go. And whoever have seen you yet is like, why you're not going again?
yeah, exactly. Join us again.
Exactly. So so really nice to talk to you, Elina. Really
You
appreciate
too.
your
Thank you.
time. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you very much for this.
My pleasure, absolutely. Thanks a lot.
And yes, and if you want to see more amazing interviews like this ones, please just go and click on this playlist here. You will have there like a lot of other interviews with a lot of amazing artists and musicians. Or you can go and subscribe to my channel and have a look, All Metal. So guys, stay loud, stay real, and keep it all metal.